Today on the Asylum, I get into a bit of skirt making. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Asylum. Well, this is one job that I have been putting off for some time, mainly because I'm going to have to use a sewing machine. I thought I'd put a skirt under the track just to tidy up the bottom and maybe finish the table off a little bit better. Pretty much just go on the old standard checker flag material. But this will cover up those legs nicely and tie it up, finish it off. Having completed cutting up all the material I want, I moved on to pinning up the hems before I move on to sewing. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is line up the foot to the edge of that, and then just do one long run down there. Hopefully that should give me a pretty straight sort of a hem on it. Really highlighting my sewing skills here, and before you ask, no, it's not in slow motion. So this is not going to be a sewing tutorial, so don't rely on my skills. Having completed the hem on both sides, there it is there, and the little hem on the bottom, I now need to make a pocket for the stretch rod that I'm using. It's a stretch wire kit that I'm going to use. I'll show you that in a minute. Basically that stretch wire will be inserted up into this pocket, and we'll put a couple of hooks on the ends of these. This thing's just like a big spring that you can tension up. So we're going to be using that, and so the next thing I've got to do is create the pockets, and obviously the right length for the hem. Okay, cracking on. Here's a couple of photos of the stretch kit I got. I got these from Spotlight here in Australia. You pretty much get them from most hardware stores. For a 5 metre length, I think it was about $7.50, so it's pretty reasonably priced. Just a little shot on how this lot goes together. You just take the hook and then insert it in the end and screw up on it. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Well, the idea was a good one. We ran that stitching down what was supposed to be between the two on that line there. Unfortunately, I went a little bit wayward, but that's all right. Yep, it gets worse down this end. But anyway, that's the pocket done. Now we can actually test fit this, run the tension spring whatever thingy up there and hang it. So just under the table now, I'm just going to drill a little pilot hole so I can put the hooks in. Okay, we're under the table and we've hooked up the tension wire and we've strung her out and threaded it up, all that sort of crap. And what I've done is put an extra hook in here just so that I don't get too much pressure on those hooks, I'm just going to hang that over the top of that, and that will just take some of the weight of the material. Well, that wasn't too painful, and Mum gets her sewing machine back in one piece. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time. So what do you reckon, boss? Not impressed? Oi?